Hey, Shalom, Shalom. Call Halal Yom La Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Chakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who were well within the scriptures. Shalom to the hopeful elect preaching his truth, all right, through the four corners of the globe, in all sincerity. I'm the brother Shamaria from the GMS Cleveland branch, and Lord willing, this be an edifying lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Yahushai. All right, and today is the Shabbat. Lord willing, this be an edifying lesson that brothers, be edified and exhorted as well, because we supposed to be hastening the coming back of our Lord Yahushai, which Yahushai is going to come quickly. All right, these prophecies are going to come quickly. All right, the Lord's speeding things up. As you can see, it's tension and uprisings and civil unrest going on everywhere. You got civil unrest going on, protests and upwards of the people going on in Dutch, Russia, still going on. You still got shit going on, popping off at the Capitol. You got stuff going on where I just read. It escaped my mind right now. But you got civil unrest going on everywhere, man. And then on top of that, I just read a couple articles. The UK are enforcing more stricter Crown Royal 19 regulations. They starting to be more stricter, and they're starting to have more authorities and policemen at the borders of their countries, man, at the airports, and they sending people off to, government accommodation centers, which we know to be as what? Concentration camps, man. They already got them set up, okay? But they're using this so-called pandemic as an excuse to fulfill their agenda, to enforce what? Martial law, to set up these FEMA camps, man. Not just the UK enforcing more stricter, C Royal 19 restrictions. You also got Beijing doing it as well. Okay, so everything is starting to speed up more quicker, and things is leading to prophecy. Things is leading to martial law. Things is leading to famine of the word. Everything is leading up to Jacob's trouble, to destruction, plague, woe, famine, death. And then you're gonna have these nations going to war with each other. All right, a War III, so to speak. The scriptures say. Matter of fact, let me just grab it real quick. Lord willing, I can find it. Yeah, I know I can find it. I know it's going to be. All right, so like you bear with me. Lord willing, I can find it. But roughly paraphrasing, scripture say, a third woe cometh quickly, roughly paraphrasing. I really want to get it just for edification's sake, but I don't want to waste too much time looking for it. I just want to get straight to the point of the video. Basically, you're going to have these other nations going to war with America and their allies, and basically in the midst of all that war and destruction going on, Yahushua is going to come back, man. All right, the Lord is going to gather these different nations in the Middle East, and they're going to fight in the Middle East. These different nations, they're going to have a all-out war, an all-out battle in the Middle East. You're going to watch all these UN troops, all these National Guards, all these different law enforcements, and they're going to move. They're going to suddenly just disappear, and they're going to go into the Middle East to fight that World War III, man, against these other nations, against Iran, Russia, North Korea, China, and America and their allies, man. Okay, but a lot of America's allies are going to turn against, the Great Horde, which Yahushua is going to come back and judge the Great Horde, judge the rest of these nations as well. Yahushua is going to come back and condemn these nations, condemn their military, and not only that, but condemn and destroy and put to death all the inhabitants of that land as well, not just here in America. This is Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord. And that's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be waiting on the Lord. Okay, hastening the day, praying for shorter days, being on fire in the spirit, studying heavy, okay, being updated on what's going on in the world, being updated on these different articles, being updated on news, and filtering it through the scriptures. But with all that being done, we're supposed to still be waiting on the Lord, being patient. Okay, it says, wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey, which our prey is who? These other nations. Because all these other nations had spoil in our captivity, man. Had part in our captivity. They took part in the spoil of the nation of Israel, which we are the nation of Israel, man. All right, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indies, you so-called Guatemalans, Panamanians out there. We're the nation of Israel, man. In every nation, you Edomites, you Hamites, okay, you Ishmaelites, you Moabites, you Ammonites. Every nation outside the nation of Israel took part in the spoil of Israel, okay? So that's who our prey is. But mainly our main prey is Esau, Edom, all right? Because Esau, Edom has rule over the earth right now. And he's had us in captivity for years now. He had us in captivity under his rule for years, And this devil, he's the worst of them all. He's the worst of all the heathens. He's the son of the wicked, man. So right now, he is the main prey. It says, for my determination is to gather the nations. So he going to gather all the nations up, man, that I may assemble the kingdoms, and he going to get all their kingdoms, all their, royalties, possessions, the people, the land, to pour upon them my indignation. And the indignation is righteous anger. So the Lord is going to show his righteous anger when he comes back with his mighty angels. When he comes back, redeem his elect, and his elect is going to come back and fight with him. Get their hands dirty with the Lord, man, and destroy these wicked people, destroy these wicked nations, destroy their land. Okay. It says, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. And Yahushua is coming back with fire, man. Yahushua is coming back with fire. He's coming back with a sword. And before Yahushua even, matter of fact, let me grab that too. This is Luke chapter 12, verse 49. I come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it be already kindled? So Yahushua, he gonna come to send fire, not just a regular fire, but concentrated fire, a fire that's out of this world, a fire that, a blast of radiation that nobody has ever seen, felt, heard of ever before on this side of earth, man. Because this is a concentrated heat, a concentrated radiation, a concentrated fire that's coming from the all power, almighty, most high, man. Okay, so nobody can be able to bear that fire that the Lord is coming with. All right, and it says, what will I if it be already kindled? Because Yahushua, before he even come back, is going to be fire, man. You already got fire. You got wild forest fires going on. You got civil unrest going on, which that's going to cause fire. People, causing destructions in the streets. People raiding, setting shit on fire. Then you're going to have nuclear missiles. But in the midst of those nuclear missiles raining down, Yahushua is going to come back and redeem his elect. So it's going to be fire everywhere. Yahushua, which is our Lord, who is ignorantly called Jesus in this modern day time, he's going to come back with fire. Okay? And he's going to use that fire to put a lot of wicked people and nations to death. All right. I'm going to go to Ezekiel. This is Salakia, bear with me about Shah. Alright. Ezekiel chapter 32. And I'm gonna start at verse 11. No, I'm gonna start at verse 10. This is Ezekiel chapter 32, verse 10. Yea, I will make many people amazed at thee, and their king shall be horribly afraid for thee, when I shall brandish my sword before them, and they shall tremble at every moment, every man for his own life, in that day of thy fall. Okay, and this is talking about, obviously, America, man. Okay, this is obviously talking about America, you know, because none of this happened in the ancient world. None of this happened. Matter of fact, let me start at verse 7. This is Ezekiel chapter 32, verse 7. And when I shall put thee out, I will cover the heaven, and make the stars thereof dark. I will cover the sun with a cloud, and the moon shall not give her light. And none of this happened in the ancient world, man. None of this happened in ancient Egypt. None of this. This is going to happen in this time period, man. Okay? And the stars being dark, the sun being covered, and the moon not giving her light, that represents the destruction that Yahushua is coming with, man. That represents how destructive Yahushua is going to be upon this place, man. And the Lord's going to take away the wisdom away from Esau. The Lord's going to take away Esau's knowledge. The Lord's going to take away Esau's power. Because the only way this devil get power is from the left-hand side of the Most High. By channeling these different demons, channeling these different, evil powers. That spiritual wickedness in high places. That's how Esau get his power. But once the Most High take that away from him, once Esau can't access that left-hand side no more, then he has no more power. And that's when Yahushua is going to come back with that mighty destruction. Okay, verse 8. All the bright lights of heaven will be made dark over thee, and set darkness upon thy land, saith the Lord Yahweh. I will also vex the hearts of many people. Right, these different nations, they're going to be vexed, man. Okay, these different nations, they're going to see the destruction of America, and they're going to wail and weep, and they're going to be sorrowful. Because here it is, America is how all these other nations is getting rich. America is how all these other nations is getting money, man. These other nations is following the ways, philosophies of America. So once America get destroyed, the rest of these other nations, they're not going to be making money no more. Because they don't got nobody to import and export goods with. They don't have nobody to, basically lead them into the way they've been following all this time. Because all these other nations, hey man, Moab for an example. They follow after Esau to a T. You see these Moabites with suit and ties, and they own businesses, and they doing this and doing that. You got Moabites following Christianity. They drinking of that Babylonian juice, that philosophy that Esau is pushing out to the whole world, and the rest of these nations is following along. So once this place gets destroyed, these other nations is gonna be vexed, man. It says, when I shall bring, verse 9, I will also vex the hearts of many people, when I shall bring thy destruction among the nations, unto the countries which thou hast not known. Verse 10, yea, I will make many people amazed at thee, and their king shall be horribly afraid for thee. Right, these other nations, they're going to be in fear, man. They're going to be in shock, They're going to tremble at the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Because ultimately, these other nations, they know they next, man. They know they about to receive their judgment as well. They know they about to, get brought down low. They know they about to get destroyed, And then after that, they're going into captivity under the Israelites, man, for eternity. It says, verse 10, yea, I will make many people amazed at thee, and their king shall be horribly afraid for thee, when I shall brandish my sword before them. It says, and they shall tremble at every moment, every man for his own life, in the day of thy fall. And this is talking about the fall of Babylon, man. Modern day Babylon. The fall of this bitter place called America. This bitter captivity called America. Okay? And it says every man for his, it says, and they shall tremble at every moment, every man for his own life. Because everybody's going to be worried for their own life, man. Everybody's going to be scared. Everybody's going to tremble, be at fear at the presence of Yahweh Shai when he come back, man. They're going to acknowledge their transgressions. They're going to be sorrowful and ashamed for their iniquities, man, for what they did unto the Lord and his people. So that's why they're going to tremble, be horribly afraid, because that destruction that the Lord is going to come back with. Even the elect is going to tremble in fear, man, when Yahweh Shai come back. So how much more for these worthless ass, heathens? Revelations chapter 18, verse 9. It says, and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. Right, because this shit gonna be broadcasted, man. When Yahweh Shai destroy this place, when these other nations shoot missiles, intercontinental ballistic missiles on this place, this shit gonna be broadcasted worldwide. It's gonna be televised. This gonna be like a time like no other, man. Yahweh Shai, he gonna get the glory and the fame of his name again, man. Just like how Yahweh Shai got that glory and fame when he led us out the captivity of the Egyptians. This is gonna be a greater deliverance than that, man. So imagine how glorious and famous Yahweh Shai name about to be after this, Imagine how, praised and glorified the Lord is about to be after he destroyed this place and redeemed his elect and set his kingdom up upon earth, man. Yahweh Shai is going to be greatly praised, greatly glorified, man, greatly reverenced. And that's why the Lord is doing all of this, for his name's sake, okay? He's doing all of this for his name's sake. It says, verse 10, Revelations 18, verse 10, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, the great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. Right, and this shit gonna happen all within the time span of 1 hour. That's how quick the Lord is gonna come back and destroy, man. All in 1 hour, America's gonna be destroyed. Okay, this place, the whole America, all 50 states, man, is gonna be destroyed. It's gonna be a desolation, a desert, never to be inhabited ever again. It says, verse 11, and the merchants of the city shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise any more. The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones, and the pearls and the fine linen, and purple and silk and scarlet, and on thine wood, and all manner vessels of ivory, and all manner vessels of most precious wood, and of brass, and iron, and marble, and cinnamon, and odors, and ointments, and frankincense, and wine, and oil, and fine flour, and wheat, and beasts, and sheep, and horses, and chariots, and slaves, and souls of men, and slaves, and souls of men. And the fruits that thy soul lusted after are departed from thee, and all things which were dainty and goodly are departed from thee, and thou shalt find them no more at all. And that's what Yahweh Shai is going to do, man, when you come back. All the riches, all the possessions, all the preciousness and glorification that this place, America, gets, that they receive, that they obtain, is going to depart all the way from this devil, man. Including what? The souls of men and the slaves, which we are the slaves, man. Us Israelites, we are the slaves, the souls of men. Because how How many men were put to death unjustly, going off of Esau's laws, going off of Esau's orders, man, going off of the ways of America. So the Lord, when Yahushua come back, that's gonna fix all problems, man. That's gonna fix everything. When this place America gets destroyed and we get delivered out this captivity, that's gonna change everything, man. And then we can finally get our kingdom back. This is Salakia, bear with me. Daniel chapter 7. I'm gonna start at verse 17. These great beasts which are four kings, which shall arise out of the earth. All right, and those four great beasts, talking about the Syrian Babylonian Empire, okay, the Medo-Persian Empire, the Greek Empire, and the pagan Roman Empire, which America descended from all of these empires, man. Well, mainly the pagan Roman Empire. America, prolongs a lot of the things that Rome did, So basically, this is Rome all over again. America takes after the traditions of Babylon, Rome, Greece, all of these different kingdoms America takes after. That's why this is the worst captivity ever. This is Rome all over again. This is Greece all over again. This is fucking Babylon all over again. All right, so that's what those four beasts are talking about. It's talking about the Assyrian, the Babylonian, the Medo-Persian, the Greece, and the pagan Roman Empire, man. All right, which America descends from. It says, verse 18, but the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. And that's what's going to happen once Yahushua come back. All right, and this place gets destroyed, and the inhabitants of this place gets destroyed, and the Lord changes the earth. Okay, the Lord is going to set up his kingdom here on earth by the hand of his saints, man. All right, because Lord willing, we the elect, Lord willing, we going to take this kingdom and possess it, man. We going to take away Esau's rulership, take away Moab rulership, take away Ishmael rulership, take away these Canaanites, these Hamites rulership. Everybody who got a little inkling of power, we gonna take them down and bring them low into captivity, and we gonna reign, man. We gonna have a kingdom, and our kingdom is never gonna have a due date. We gonna have an everlasting kingdom, man. I'm gonna jump down. This is Daniel chapter 7, verse 27. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, which the Most High is who? Yahweh. That's the Lord's name, Yahweh. Okay? Meaning he exists. Whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom. All right? Because the Lord's rulership, the Lord's reign, his kingdom is going to last forever. And all dominion shall serve and obey. So everybody who has dominion, which is the only ones who going to have dominion in the kingdom, is the Israelites. Yahweh, Yahushai, and the Israelites. The Israelite men. Okay? We're going to have dominion. But guess what? We're going to Salakia. We're going to serve and obey Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, because the laws are going to be written in our inward parts. All right, and we're going to make you other nations serve and obey the laws of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. We're going to put y'all ass under all these laws, statutes, and commandments. And as soon as y'all go off, then guess what? Y'all getting judged, man. And we're going to have the power to judge y'all according to the law. It says, verse 28, hitherto is the end of the matter. Well, yeah, that was the point. Got one more scripture. This is Acts. This is Acts chapter 1, verse 10. And while they looked steadfastly toward heaven as he went up, behold, 2 men stood by them in white apparel. Now, this is talking about when Yahushua ascended into heaven. Okay, after he spent 40 days and 40 nights with his apostles, when he after he risen up from death, after he came back from the dead and had that new body, he spent 40 days and 40 nights with his apostles, man. Okay, and after them 40 days and 40 nights was up, Yahushua was taken up into the heaven and sit at the right hand side of the Father, which was prophecy, But this is after Yahushua was taken up. This is verse 10. And while they looked steadfastly toward heaven as he went up, behold, 2 men stood by them in white apparel, 2 angels, which also said, Ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven? This same Yahushua which is taken up from you into heaven shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven. Right. And how the apostles seen Yahushua go into heaven, he had a different body, man. He had a spiritual body, He had a body, he had an immortal body, an incorruptible body. In that same way he left, all right, with that same body, he gonna come back with that same body. But this time, he gonna come back with death, destruction, plague, and woe. And he gonna come back with deliverance for his elect, man. All right, so that's gonna be the end all be all. That's why we hastening the day, praying for shorter days. We studying hard, trying to get this wisdom and knowledge as much as we can before it's too late. And we striving for the truth unto death, man. We striving to be on fire, all right, and to stay on fire. That's our mindset right now, man. So that when Yahushua come back, we could be delivered. We could be found innocent and blameless and holy before his sight. All right, so with that being said, Lord willing, this was edifying and exhorting into all those who, tune in and believe in Yahushua. Shalom, shalom to the hopeful elect preaching this truth out of the 4 corners of the globe. Once again, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well within the scriptures and call Halayim La Yahweh, Baal Shem Yahushai, Baal Shem Rechak Wadash. Shalom, shalom, Shabbat, shalom.